Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Shia LaBeouf knows best. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Philosophy. Today's video is a July 2021 net worth update along my FIRE journey. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what my current net worth is and where everything is invested and where my increases have come from the previous month. I try to do these videos every month to give you guys kind of a snapshot of how I'm going through my financial journey and getting towards financial independence. So in June 2021, my net worth was $134,000. In July 2021, I was able to increase that net worth to about just under $139,000. I'm going to go through each of my accounts and put a little blurb on the screen so you guys can see exactly how much I have in each of those accounts. I think giving you guys a little bit more information, especially a little more detailed information, is going to help you along your path and give you a little bit more clarity on where I have my money. I have a DCPP, or a defined contribution pension plan, and it's currently invested with Sun Life Financial. In that account, I have $4,031.08. That money is currently invested in a few different indexes and equity funds that I chose from a very, very limited selection when I set up my plan. In my RRSP, which is a registered retirement savings plan, I have that with TD Bank. Most of my investments, personal investments and accounts are with TD Bank. And the current balance of that account, $45,948.92. I currently have all of those funds invested in the TDE series. You can check out my other video, which I will link below, which goes in a little more depth in what I'm actually invested in through the TDE series line. I also have a TFSA with TD, and the current balance of that account is $6,620.78. This is broken down between 3,000 shares of a stock called Cielo Waste Solutions. They were just listed on the TSX not too long ago, and the stock has been doing quite well. And I have about $2,500 in cash in my TFSA, saving up for school next year. The biggest part of my net worth currently is my property equity in the 2 condos that I own in Calgary. And that total amount equates to $77,110.12. I don't include the increase in value in my property in my net worth just because I don't think that way. There's no real reason, but my current primary residence has gone up about $50,000 in value, but I don't count that in my net worth because I have no plans on selling the property anytime soon. The last part of my net worth is made up by my vehicle, which I value at about $5,000. I don't have any plans to sell this anytime soon. However, this is a low ball estimate on what my vehicle is actually worth, and I do this to really mitigate any kind of depreciation over the next few years when I do decide to potentially sell or upgrade. So with all of that, the total net worth for July 2021 is $138,710.93. And just for reference, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background in case you haven't seen my other videos and what I actually do for work. So I'm currently 29 years old and I will be 30 this year. I currently work as an account executive or in sales in the security industry in Calgary, Alberta. My base salary is $56,000 a year, and I get commission on top of that, which is very variable. So I don't really know starting out for the year how much I'm going to make. On average, I usually pull in about $70,000 pre-tax. So now that we've gone through the numbers, I wanted to give you guys a few little updates about what's going on in my life and kind of how I'm feeling about the whole FIRE path and what's changed since last month. So currently I work from home full-time and I go to customer sites every once in a while, but I'm spending a lot of my time at home. I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm being less productive at home and I'm really not enjoying it. I think this is coming from definitely a place of privilege. However, over the pandemic, I've basically spent the last 2 years of work at home. So spending a lot of time at home has really been bumming me out. I've been feeling really lost and kind of a little bit depressed in the fact that I just never really leave my home. When I do leave my home, currently in Alberta right now, especially in Calgary, it's super smoky outside and it's really, really hot. So it's about 30 degrees and everything just stinks like campfire smoke. And it's really hard when you want to go outside, you want to do active things, but it makes you feel really, really sick and kind of tired when you do that. So I'm at this kind of like weird spot where I want to leave my house and do things, but at the same time, I want to protect my health and not be out in very poor quality air. Something that's sort of related to this and being at home all the time, the travel bug has definitely come back to bite me really friggin' hard. And I used to be the type of person before I found FIRE to spend every dime that I made on travel. I was going on 3 to 4 trips a year with friends and family and by myself. Looking back on my very first passport, it was almost full of stamps. I got another passport probably about 7 years ago now, and it was a 10-year passport. It's coming up for renewal in the next couple of years, and I've noticed that there's almost no stamps in it. This is something that kind of shocked me. I didn't realize that I was putting travel on the back burner and have been doing that for so long in the pursuit of FIRE, financial independence, and building my net worth. So this is something that's super important to me, not just now, but I know it will be in retirement. And I don't want to put off some of the bigger trips now because I'm younger and I'm in shape. So I'm putting more cash into my travel fund, especially in the next 6 months before I go back to school. There's definitely a balance here because I'm saving towards being able to cover my living expenses next year while I am in school, but there's also options to me available like the LLP, which is the Lifelong Learners Plan. You can take out up to $20,000 out of your RRSPs. I've done a bit of research on this and it sounds like it's really not the best idea just because it takes away contribution room from your RRSP and there's a few different things with taxes and you have to pay it back. If you guys are interested in learning about the LLP or the Lifelong Learners Plan in Canada, let me know. I think it deserves a little more time than just a blurb in a short video like this. So I'm debating doing that, but also trying to save a lot of money just to have cash on hand next year. But I also want to travel. I also want to do a bunch of things now before I'm in school and I'm locked into this really, really intensive short-term program. If you guys are interested, a couple of the trips that I would like to do this year would be driving out to Tofino in British Columbia. It's been a dream of mine since I moved to Alberta to do that drive, to drive all the way west. I think it's about 16 hours. I'd also like to go down to Mexico for a week for like an all-inclusive. I used to do this every year back when I spent all my money on travel, and now I haven't done it in about 3 or 4 years. So I'm really looking forward to being able to travel again and go places, see new things, meet new people. It's a very exciting time, but like I said before, it's also this balance between you want to save money, but you also want to do things now more than ever because over the last almost 2 years, we've been stuck inside, not able to see our friends and family, not able to travel, not able to do the things that we want to do. And I feel like I don't want to hesitate in going out and doing these things, but I also need to be smart in saving for the future. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below about if you are struggling with any kind of spending money and saving money, and if you want to travel, where you want to travel. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.